Ahri, the enigmatic journey of the nine-tailed fox. Amid the cold northern winds and the wild lands of Shonzan, deep within an ancient forest, a being whose true identity was yet unknown opened her eyes to the world. Ahri. When she was born, perhaps even fate had not yet inscribed her destiny. Guided by fox-like instincts and nurtured in harmony with nature, this creature was also acutely aware of the magic, sorrows, and passions that resided within her. Ahri's earliest memories hark back to days when she ran alongside Arctic foxes, not as an outsider, but as a welcomed member of the pack. Although she had blended into the group, her heart always echoed the wild, free spirit of the forest while harboring an inner emptiness. This void felt to her like a sign of an ever-present magic, an energy streaming from the Vastaya and from a realm beyond our world that permeated every fiber of her being. Over time, in the whispers of the woods, the rustling of leaves, and the starlight that pierced the night, Ahri began to notice the traces of her unique power. Whether it was quickening her reflexes during a hunt or soothing a frightened deer, these acts became natural parts of her everyday life, though she had mastered the language of that magic solely on her own. When the serene order of the forest gave way to the tumultuous world filled with mortal emotions and conflicts, everything became utterly different for Ahri. Amidst the crude and boisterous behavior of humans, the opportunity to sense their deep and complex emotions sparked a new curiosity in her heart. One day, while observing hunters camped at a distance, she witnessed one of life's most poignant moments. As an arrow struck a hunter unexpectedly, and she felt the slowly seeping essence of his soul departing his body, her predatory instincts were awakened. Yet in that moment, it wasn't mere animalistic hunger that stirred within her. It was also the weight of heart-wrenching memories, forgotten loves, abandoned children, and lost hopes. The memories that drifted from that man's soul whispered to Ahri about the profound and turbulent nature of human emotions. This experience opened the door to human language and sentiment, arriving like a brief, dreamlike lesson that foretold her departure from the pack and the beginning of her own path. As Ahri journeyed through the intricate world of human emotions, every moment became vivid, every touch an indescribable experience. To absorb the memories of others, to share in their joys and sorrows, and to continuously renew her own existence by touching mortal lives became both a blessing and a curse. Over time, this dependency deepened so much that people no longer saw her merely as a monstrous or legendary creature, but as an entity to be feared and avoided. At a turning point, she encountered a man with an artist's soul. On that day, as Ahri's eyes fell upon a body steeped in pain, the artist mustered the courage to offer something to her. He sacrificed his very essence in exchange for her love and compassion. In that moment, Ahri experienced, for the first time in her entirety, what it meant to love and be loved. Laughter, joyous smiles, moments filled with sincere intimacy. Yet, as fate would have it, the brightest moments of happiness were soon overshadowed by the bitterness of farewell. The death of the one she loved plunged Ahri into a profound sorrow and despair. The pain of the memories she carried enveloped her soul, driving her further away from society. In the wake of lost love and shattered happiness, Ahri embarked on an obsessive quest to rediscover her identity and origins. The pair of precious sunstones she always carried might hold the key to revealing the truth, the traces of her family and her tribe. Her journey swept her far beyond the borders of Ionia, taking her to the far corners of Runeterra. Ultimately, she learned that her ancestors belonged to the ancient and vast Vastaya tribe known as the Visani, a people who had left indelible marks on the world through their innovation and magic. This discovery brought with it the promise of easing the heavy burden of her regrets and pains, a chance to forge her own memories rather than merely absorbing those of others. It was time to break the chains of the past and build her own future. One morning, amid the riot of scents and colors of a bustling city market, Ahri, still cloaked in her nine-tailed mantle, tried to forget the void within and the painful traces of her past. The marketplace, with its overpowering blend of incense and the odor of rotten cabbage, stalls laden with prickly orange vegetables and fruits that shifted hues in the light, appeared both alien and enchanting to her. As she idly twirled the dazzling sunstones between her fingers, the words of a bearded merchant caught her attention. "Would you like a jewel that harmonizes with the blue of the skies?" Yet it was a mysterious woman with violet eyes emerging from the crowded market who truly captivated her. Hirin. Hirin had initiated a verbal dance so artfully that when she said, "Legend has it that the Imalo stones are remnants of fossilized lizard eggs, intricately carved over thousands of years. Much like the lost tales of your past, when these stones come together, they form an entirely new shape." Her words struck Ahri's heart like wildfire. Her fascination with these rare golden stones hinted at clues to her lost memories and forgotten identity. In the midst of the marketplace's clamor, the two souls drew closer. Hirin offered Ahri both knowledge and a price. What was at stake was not merely the history of these stones, but a dangerous and mesmerizing game entwined with the control over Ahri's inner power, memories, and emotions. The intricate web of words woven by Hirin blended with the pain, longing, and curiosity within Ahri, transforming their interaction into an almost mystical dance. Suddenly, in a swift move by Hirin, one of Ahri's 9 tails was offered to her as more than just a token. It was a sacrifice. The whispers emanating from that precious part of her, which she used to draw upon her strength and energy, left their mark on both her body and soul. In that moment, the bitter oak-like notes and hints of honey from the tea, together with Hirin's enchanting words, swept Ahri into the timeless currents of memories. For a brief period, Ahri became intertwined with the forgotten stories of the entire universe. Yet this union bestowed upon her both power and a heavy price. As the day drew to a close, after shaking off the marketplace's chaos and the enchantment of memories and talismans, Ahri sank into deep reflection. The legends recounted by Hirin, the mysteries of the stones, and the weight of the past each signaled a new step in her life's journey. No matter what lay ahead, Ahri was no longer just a being that absorbed the memories of others. The desire to create her own memories and her own future rekindled the magic that resided within her. As the first rays of sunlight illuminated the dusty paths of the market, Ahri wrapped her cloak tightly around her shoulders. Though her 9 tails waved with a hint of melancholy, each one reminded her of the pain of the past, the lost love, and the hope of rebirth. She had become a legend, one who carried the clues of who she was meant to be, the legacy of the Vesani, and her own indomitable spirit, defying time itself. With every step, Ahri traversed the realms between mortals and legends, bearing the marks of love and sorrow, of past and future. Her story is not merely that of a monster or a being. It is the tale of an existence nourished by memories, where the dance of pain and passion gives rise to a destiny that is uniquely hers and ever renewing. If you indicate all your criticisms about the video in the comments section, we can improve the content with your criticisms and suggestions. You can specify your wish champions in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to support. Thank you very much for your support in advance.